seem absurd that I, Clarence Darrow, should be sitting here trying to write about myself in an age when only a mystery story has any chance as a bestseller. Yet I feel an obligation to future generations and to posterity, nay, to history, to recount the events of my life from my perspective. I do not suggest that I am a notable individual, but I have participated in events that are more than notable. I have participated in events that will change the world, and I have taken a stand for our most important right. I have taken a stand for our right to think, for we all have to make our own decisions. Let no one else make our religious, political, or any opinions for us. Let us decide those for ourselves. This is the story of my life, of my stand against a norm and my pursuit of truth. Maybe I should start at the beginning, when I was a young boy growing up in the middle of the Civil War. My father, Marius, was a carpenter and a village atheist, eccentric in our small abolitionist town of Kinsman. I'm sure this is why I had such a skepticism towards religion. Yeah. Oh, and I remember, I'd always go, supported by my father, to the town debates. I always argued the negative, and I always won. My family was against slavery, and I even remember helping runaway slaves. It was really experiences like these that developed my opinions, made me a free thinker, and want to take a stand, to change the world. Let's see. I entered law school, and when I graduated, began studying law. I then became a public defender, founded my own law firm, then a corporate lawyer, then a labor lawyer, and thanks to Leopold and Lev, a criminal lawyer. Oh yes, that's it. Nathan Leopold and Richard Lev, the thrill killers. Yes. At age 19, these fools thought that they could commit the perfect crime, as if such a thing existed. They killed 14-year-old Bobby Franks, merely for the experience. They had pled guilty, but I represented them for the sake of their lives. With a 12-hour summation criticizing capital punishment, I convinced the judge to send the boys to prison rather than execute them. Your Honor, I have opposed the death penalty for about as long as I can remember. I even stood for the life of the man who assassinated the mayor of our city, Chicago. I took a stand for his life, but I fell. I could not save the man's life, and it has haunted me ever since. Mr. Crow suggested if we hang these boys, there will be less killing. This world has been one long slaughterhouse from its beginning until today, and I have no doubt that killing will go on forever. Would hanging them make mankind better or worse? Would it make the human heart softer, or would it make it harder? If the state in which I live is not kinder, more humane, more intelligent than the mad act of these two boys, I am sorry I have lived so long. But if I should succeed, my greatest reward and my greatest hope will be that I have done something to help human understanding, to temper justice with mercy, to overcome hate, love. Let's see. Oh, yes. In 1925, I came out of retirement to take one last great stand. The Stokes trial in Tennessee. Indeed, for the first, the last, the only time in my life, I volunteered my services in the case. Yes. Poor John Scopes, a substitute teacher who broke the Butler Act by teaching evolution in schools. Now, how could I resist an opportunity to oppose this absurd law? Without hesitation, I boarded the next train to Dayton, Tennessee. It was so hot that the paper said Dayton had the atmosphere of a blast furnace. I would be pitted against the great comrade, William Jennings Bryan. The papers called it the trial of the century, and for the first time, a court case would be broadcasted live on the radio throughout America. I remember facing the courtroom and saying, Your Honor, with all due respect, there is much more than a man on trial here. I feel that an idea, which as Mr. Bryan once said, eternal, is on trial here. No, not just evolution or fundamentalism, but free thought. A It fears me to think of what this world will become should our future generations not be taught to think. My own mom loss, however, would sway no one. He did an expert. The court had ruled out my scientific experts. The judge thought that he had been sent by God to judge the trial. But I still needed an expert. The courtroom was stunned when I said, "The defense calls William Jennings Bryan to the stand." That is, if the court will permit an expert on the Bible. The judge was against it, but Bryan insisted that he do so that he may destroy me as a witness. Highly unlikely. And Mr. Bryan, you are often considered to be an expert on the Bible. Tell me, do you believe in everything in the Bible literally? Yes, Mr. Darrow, I believe everything in the Bible is literal and factual. I then proceeded to ask him some questions about various stories in the Bible. Each time, I tried to catch him up on the facts. Every question I asked, Bryan began to flounder. And with each answer he gave, it became even more and more impossible to believe. Then I asked the question. Do you believe the earth was created in 6 days? Not 6 days of 24 hours. This was it! If the universe was created in 6 days of billions of years each, why would evolution contradict the Bible? The courtroom was stunned. A few gasps, and silence. It was at that moment for many people that William Jennings Bryan lost his greatness. Don't you see, Your Honor? Both scientists and the Bible agree that man may have developed over millions of years. Scopes not break the law by teaching evolution in schools. No, he just explained divine creation in further detail. But the jury was so entirely fundamentalist and didn't buy what I said, as genius as it was. Furthermore, Bryan's questioning was expunged from the record, and the Dayton Herald, the jury returns verdict of guilty in Scope's case. I may have lost the case, but I had exposed Bryan, the Butler Act, and the ideals they both stood for. In the ears of Americans everywhere listening over the radio, I had won. Besides, I could always appeal the case. And I did. And I won. No, I sympathize for Scopes. I truly attended the trial, not for a man. No. I truly attended the trial for an idea. Free thought. Truth. However, as long as the world shall last, there will be wrongs. And if no man objected and no man rebelled, those wrongs would last forever. But to our future generations, if I've learned one thing in this life, it's to chase after the truth like all hell, and you'll free yourself, even though you never touch its coattail.